Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team, making the watch list video for tomorrow, Wednesday, September 13th. It was a super bullish day in the market today. We broke all-time highs. If you look at the SPX, just like I called it yesterday, inverse head and shoulders, left shoulder, followed by the head, followed by the right shoulder, the neckline, breakout, 2491, broke out to new all-time high. So we'll see. Again, my hunch, I'm assuming at some point we're going to break 2,500. We're so close to it, but we'll see. But as of right now, support right here is 2491, and resistance this 2496.77. So obviously there are a lot of bullish plays today. I kind of just tailored down the scan for today. The stocks between 30 cents and $10, minimum 300,000 shares. I put 5 cent gain on the day, and I even sorted it by 100 million, basically shares outstanding. And you're still 58 potential plays. So this is going to be a little bit longer video. I didn't do the watch list ahead of time. I try to mix it up. Sometimes I'll do the watch list ahead of time, save some time on the videos, but it takes me more time. So I got to spend the time creating the watch list and the whole time making the video. So I try to do that for you to cut it down, but then there's some days where I'm not able to do that, like today. So I'm going to do start to finish this video here. So hopefully it's useful for you. Again, a lot of you guys have been asking, you know, how I set up the alerts. Basically, I post the alerts with the watch list. Again, they're not buy alerts. They're just key areas of when a stock might potentially break out. There's no guarantee that those alerts will trigger, but if they're triggering, they're definitely something to watch out for, because there's a potential breakout coming on the daily, or a breakdown depending on what alert I send, because sometimes I do them for a breakout above a resistance point, or a breakdown, you know, below a certain support line, because I like to basically trade the best setups, not you know, just trying not to just choose long or short, but what's actually the best setup. So let's get right to it and take a look at what's going on here. We'll start with ATOS. So actually, let me do this here. Let me go over and edit the watch list for tomorrow, make it for the 13th, remove these symbols here, and I will clear drawings. So ATOS, you can put this one on the watch list. Again, I don't want to just, because there's probably going to be a whole bunch of them on the watch list. So I'm going to try and choose the best setups. As you can see here, this one might potentially run. You'll see the top of this gap is anywhere from right around 92 cents up to 105. If this is a bullish day, this could potentially move up, you know, 10 to 20 cents tomorrow. If it breaks 83 cents and goes up, again, just this would have been a nicer swing trade per se, but you know, it's 10 to 20 cents if it does have a bullish day. But I'm not going to put that on the watch list. Oh, I started a little bit low, so I'm not going to put ATOS. This one right here, another one, broke yearly highs. I'm not putting that on the watch list. AEMD, one up, faded, not going to put that one on. So basically, again, I'm looking for stocks that held their highs for the day. So if you look on the 5-minute, I want to see it hold their highs and then have there be a potential breakout on the daily. So that's why I'm not looking at AEMD. ALDX, another one, kind of went up. It's already had its breakout, so I'm not going to put that one on the watch list. I had that one, man. I was watching that one too. Look at that. I even had this all mapped out, and I don't know what. So that's what happens. You put stuff on the watch list, or you'll be looking at it, it'll break out, and you'll miss it. But again, you can't get every play. That's why you have the alert set up. You might catch one or two, and the other ones you're going to miss. It's just all part of trading. That's what happens. You'll see this one had a huge breakout on the daily, went all the way up, and then pulled right back down to, no coincidence, what was previously resistance. Now it becomes support, and it's kind of breaking down from there. So ATOS, I said no. QTNT. Want to see that? See it rejected right around that 50 SMA. Kind of fell back from there. You want to see it break above that 516 level. So I'm not going to put that on the watch list. RTNB. Don't like it. BIOA. So this one. This is a potential. So you have gap up between 60 cents to 96 cents. It's been kind of fading, but might be potentially going up right at that 13 SMA. I'd like to see it break, or 13 EMA. I'd like to see it break that 44-cent area. It did finish with highs on the day. So this BIOA might be one to potentially watch. So you want to see it break 44 cents and then see if it's going to go up to that 62 and potentially fill that gap. So that is one to watch. Now, where do I want to set the alert on that? I would set that alert. See, ideally, I'd want to see it break 50 cents, but I put the alert right around maybe 40. 40. It's tough with these extra decimals. I'll put it right around the 43-cent range here. So watch this to break out, see if it's going to go up to fill this gap between 62 cents and 96 cents. But it's got to clear, it's got to break the highs from today and go up from there. So BIOA, I will put on the watch list. I'm going to color code that to red just to kind of notify me what I'm looking at. Okay, so BIOA. Let's go along to BIOL. Actually, I'm going to show you something that I'm doing here. Ones that I might like to particularly watch additional on my watch list. I kind of have this set up for a 9 stock kind of setup where I kind of look at them in the morning. So when the market opens, I choose some from the watch list and then some from trade ideas that I post every morning on the fan page, and I look at the ones I like the best, and then I just watch the patterns form and then decide which one I may potentially trade or not based upon the pattern. And then you can see I have the alerts here set up. So if I see something broaching like it's going to hit alert and it triggers the alert, it kind of shows me right in front of me, right on the chart. So if I see this disappear, I can tell when one of my alerts triggers and fires off, and that might be one to potentially look for. So that's what I do for ones that I potentially might want to extra watch. So some of them I'll put on the watch list, but I like for whatever is the nicest potential breakout. Again, really bullish market. Who knows what's going to happen, but it's definitely holding its highs into the close. BIOL. Don't like. Yeah, don't love it. CYCC. So this one, let's see, right at that 204. $3. So you want to see it break that 201. Kind of faded a little bit. So this is when you want to see it break that 201 area. See if it's going to go up from there. I'm not going to put it on the watch list, but it's got to clear that, basically that 207, go up and then potentially break into the gap. Now, although it is trading, let me see here. Yeah, it rejected. So this is one to potentially keep an eye on, but I'm not going to put it on the watch list tomorrow. GV. So this one might be a potential breakout coming here. Want to see it break above that 560 marker. Careful, that 607 marker. So if this can break 560, let's see here. This can break that 561. I'll put a marker. I'll put a alert there. If it can break that 561 marker, see if it'll go. If it breaks there, you'll see a nice breakout and then it's going to hit right around that $6, 607 marker. So $5.60 to $6 or so, you know, it's a pretty decent move. So GV looks potentially really good. So we'll put that on the watch list. I'll put that on one that I'm targeting. All right, GV. All right, CDXC. Let's see here. So this one did break out today. We're at that 421. That's now support. You want to see it break 464 if it's going to continue upwards. So it did go up, kind of pulled back a little bit. Am I going to put that on the watch list? Did close right at 450 too, no coincidence. I don't know if I'm putting that one on the watch list. It kind of pulled back a little bit. But, you know, it's one to watch, see if it breaks 464. Not going to put that on the watch list. RPRX. No, just because I put it on the watch, don't put it on the watch list doesn't mean it's not going to break out or might not have a good day. It's just what I'm personally looking at. You know, trying not to jumble the watch list here. So that's at 79. So that potentially could. You want to see it break 79 cents. Been kind of in a downtrend, moving upwards, right above that 76-cent area. It is holding its highs. So I would look for MNGA to break 79 cents. Then, I mean, that could potentially run. There's really not much of a window. I'd be careful around $1, but that's one to potentially look at, 76 cents. See if it could break that 200 SMA. Market's bullish, so that's definitely one to see for a potential breakout. MNGA. PES. Wow, this is one of those. I can't stand when those candlesticks do that. That might be one of those 5-cent movers. Those annoy me if it is. So, not going to do that. MARK. I had a breakout, then a pullback. Let's see here. Closed right at 380. Pull back right above 4. Don't love it. KNDI. So this one right here, this might be a 5-cent mover. I can't stand these candlesticks like that. This is one to watch if you want to play. I don't like the ones that have that are 5-cent spreads, but it did hold its highs. I would put this one on watch list if it wasn't one of those 5-cent movers, which I think it is. So you want to see it break 435 and then watch it go up from there. But it did hold its highs. It looks great. It's a nice flag. Could potentially go up further or might pull back a little bit. But I don't like that 5-cent mover thing. BW. It's holding its highs. Let's see, 3. It's, let's see, do I like this one? 344. It's finishing higher into the close. I'd like to see it break $3. I'd put an alert maybe around, let's see here. I put alert before $3. I'll put it like 297. See if it could do that. If it could break $3, then it could run up. I'd be careful right around that 344 marker. You know, it is creating lower or higher lows. Might be potentially breaking out. But take a look and see. It's right above that 13 EMA, which is a good thing. It closed above that, and it's got some momentum here. So this might be a decent play if it can break above that $3 marker. So BW is one to watch. Don't love it, but it's one to potentially look at. APHB. Ooh, it's breaking above that dollar marker. Let's see here. Let's see here. Gonna break that 129 marker. Don't love it yet, but keep an eye on it. I think it's a marijuana stock. I could be wrong, but not putting on the watch list. FRTA. All right. So this one did break out. This was on my watch list today. This broke out and then pulled back a little bit. So it broke above. You can see here right around that 463, went up to 532 and then smacked right back down. So not putting on the watch list, but if it's going to continue further, you want to see it break that 526 marker to go up from there. AMRS. So this might be a pretty decent one right here. It's closed right above the 50 SMA. Kind of creating higher lows. Want to see it break today's high, break that 325, 326 marker. If it does, that could have a chance to run. I'd be careful around the $4. Yeah, and put it, let's see, right around, I'll put around $4, just right around there. But I want to see it break this, what is this level here? I'd like to see it break that 326. So I'd put a marker probably right around 324. Put an alert. So all I do when I create an alert, by the way, is I do a right click, create alert, and then create. If it's at or above, if it's breaking above, like higher, or at or below if I'm looking to short it. So market's really bullish, so I'm not going to look at to short it yet. So I want to see this break out. It's closed right above that 50 SMA. So this one, if it breaks that 324 marker, might be a potential runner. So we'll put AMRS. Ford, don't like it. CRC. Let's see here. So I'm going to see it break that 834 marker. Closed today above the 13. Let's see, right above that. So this one could potentially run. It kind of went up and then pulled back. So you want to see it break above that and put an alert around 825. See if it will break above that marker. If it does, this could be kind of like an inverse head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder with a neckline. This could be a break, potentially one to watch for a breakout. I don't like how it pulled back, but it did kind of went all the way up, kind of pulled back. You see right here, it's going to broaching, the 5-day high. So CRC is definitely one to watch. And there is a crossover, the 13 and the 50. So that is a potential one to see if it breaks out. So I do like that. IOTS. Let's see. Want to see it break 790. Could be a decent short. So this one, I will put it on the watch list. Although this is one of those 5-cent mover ones, I think. This is the one, I just can't stand those ones, so I'm not going to put it on the watch list. PIR. Went up, pulled back, closed above the 50. Not loving it, but it potentially run. You want to see it break 480 if it does, and then be careful around $5. NERV, don't like it. ARLZ. All right, so let's see here. Close at its high. Let's see it break 140. It's creating higher lows. So this one might be potentially one to put on the watch list. See it break the 140 marker. So if it can break 139, let's say put it right around 138. This one could potentially have a breakout. Careful around 150. If it breaks 150, you know, this could definitely move. Although I'd be careful that 168 marker as well. So I want to see it clear that 168 or 169 marker. So keep an eye on that one. I'll put it on the watch list. ARLZ. BVX. Don't like it. HCLP. Don't like it. MBOT. Nope. QHC. Ooh, look at that. So, I'm not going to put on the watch. Well, hold on. Inverse head and shoulders. This is a great one to look at. Take a look at this. Great pattern textbook. Although, this one might be one to actually watch because this is a beautiful inverse head and shoulders. Look at this. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline right at 472. Look at what happened. No coincidence. It rejected right at that neckline here today. Then fell back down right to 451. So this one actually might be one to really watch because if tomorrow's a bullish day, this might have some momentum to go. So that is just a beautiful one. If that breaks, that thing could really fly. So even though I don't like the fade at the bottom here, and I don't like the crossover, I do like how this one could be a potential breakout. If not, keep an eye on this at least for at some point in the near future. You want to see it break that neck. If that does, that thing could fly. So I'm going to put QHC on the watch list. Let's see here. QHC. CBAY. Don't like it. EKSO. Don't like it. NVCN. No. JAGX. Nope. IPAS. Nope. HTBK. Nope. CRR. Nope. BNED. That's potential. Let's see it break 590. This one could potentially run. So it's creating higher lows. Rejected right. It's closed the day right at that 13 EMA. Want to see it break that 593 marker. If it does, it can go up to this gap potentially. This might be a nice gap fill if it turns around. I want to see it break that 593 area. Let's see. So 59, what is that? 593. So I'll put a marker 591. See if it breaks there. So if this breaks at 590, I could break over 6. If it breaks over 6, be careful for it on 635. But that could be a nice move. And if it goes into the gap, keep an eye on it. So BNED. EARS. Don't love it. NAO. Don't like it. SND. Oh, that might be, let's see here. Creating higher lows, forming that wedge kind of pattern here. Right above that 640. 642, let me see here. I want to see it break that. If you can break 642, This could go up right in. It's really no resistance. This can go really up to this gap. This could be a really decent one. So that's definitely one to watch. So that will be SNED. Want to see it break this 642 marker first. Put an alert. 640. So as you can see, it's creating higher lows. If it breaks that marker, you may want to go up into that gap. So keep an eye on it. SND. SND. MOSY. No. Goro, GORO, no. RWLK. It's definitely one to watch for a potential breakout, but I think it's those choppy 5-cent candles I don't like. IGC, no. EYEG. Let's see here. Getting close. Let's see, 123. It's just these choppy candles. I don't think it's a 5-cent one, but I don't like how it does that. So this one's a potential one to watch out for, but this one could break. It's flagging here. It looks like it might be ready to break right above the 13, right below the 50. I mean, if it breaks, this thing could move. So I'd like to see it break 123. I'm going to put an alert on it. 123. We'll put EYEG. EMES. No. EGLT. So I don't like those candles when they do this, but look at that thing. If it just, it's really small. This could really, well, it hasn't crossed yet. It might be about to. I don't love it, but just keep an eye on it. It might want to go up into this gap at some point. This might be if this crosses the 13 and 50 crosses, it gets close. It's really close to doing it. So keep an eye on it for a possible swing trade. MGTI. No. And FGP. Don't love it. So, all right, that's the watch list there. So let me just go over here, take a look at a few of the yearly high ones, see if anything pops out at me. Wow. Is that a buyout? I don't know what that is. I don't like the candles. LAYN. BLDP. Flagging, can go up and flag. Let me see here on the weekly. See, it's tough to tell because I don't know how high this can go. This will want to pull back at some point to that 350-ish area. So I'm not going to put, I would put it as a potential short. I'd like to see it up a little bit further away, but I'm not going to put that one. RDNT. Man, this thing keeps flagging, going up. ABEV. Wow, that one had a nice breakout. Oh, not going to put that one on. NR. No. JSO. This one. Maybe, but I think. Oh, no, it's not a 5-cent one, I don't think. So this I like as a potential continuation, or this could be a nice short. So I'd want to see it go above 822. If it does, great. If not, this one might be a nice short as a pullback. So I do like JSO to either go up and break 822, and if not, so I'd put an alert at. I want to see if this one. I just don't trust it. Let me see about. Let me see on the weekly. Oh, look at that. It might be breaking out on the weekly. Or it just kind of broke out a little bit. This might continue up a little bit further on the weekly, although it's going up. So, oh man, it's right there. That might be a breakout on the weekly. So that's definitely one to watch. I'll put an alert at like it's a 820 for a break above. And then I put one at like maybe 817 maybe for a breakdown. Create alert. I'll put it at 817 at or below. Let's see. Let me see this one. Replace alert. At or above. And then at or below. So JSO's a nice one to potentially play either way. So we'll put that on the watch list. JASO. TRMR. Man, that one keeps going. Look at that. This thing's gonna. That's just. This is ridiculous. That thing's gotta pull back. Let me see what's going with that on the weekly. That thing's just gotta fall, and it's right at $4. This stupid thing's gotta fall. Man, look at that. Let me see. It's got to break 410, and look at that. It kind of just pulled back right up there. Support at this 358. That thing's got to come down off that. I might set an alert on this one for if it falls below 399 at or below 398 TRMR. I don't know if I have any more room on my watch list. I do like that one. I'm going to make that it for right now. I want to see. I really like this one as a potential short. So that's it. I'll just put these on the watch list for right now. As you can see, there's a bunch on here for right now. So that's it. So obviously pay attention to the alerts. I send the alerts out. These are the ones that are active. I'll send them with this watch list. Obviously put them against your watch, with the watch list I just did, and kind of just keep an eye on them and have a screen up kind of like I have over here. Let me show you that again. I'm probably going to change this in the morning as well, but these are ones to just keep a look at, let the patterns form, and then if it breaks above a certain area, take it long. If it breaks below, take it short. But this is obviously what I'm looking at, and obviously I'll change it with pre-market in the morning with trade ideas. But that's really all I do, and then let the alerts work. If they trigger, then I just let the patterns form, and obviously look at support and resistance and take a scalp. Obviously look at level 2 time and sales and the pattern that's being formed when trading. So a couple other things here like I do at the end of each video. If you haven't yet already, make sure that you like our fan page on Facebook. We're the Bullish Bears. We have the Bullish Bears community and then also our fan page. Post all your questions and stuff like that in the group, but make sure you like and follow our fan page down over here. That way you can get our latest updates, as well as get the trade ideas watch list and the Benzinga watch list every morning. Guys, if if you're not familiar with Trade Ideas and Benzinga, they're two of our most favorite tools that we use. They're both around $100 a month each, give or take a little bit, but you get a discount on Trade Ideas of 15% and a 25% discount for being members of our community. So make sure you input the promo codes. We highly recommend these tools when you can afford them, but if you can't, in the meantime, take advantage of the watch list and stuff that we post every day for you guys. Again, we're saving you a lot of money between this watch list that we post every single night, as well as the video teaching you on how we build it and Trade Ideas. This is saving you guys quite a bit of time and money every single day. So we're doing our best to really help you out. So make sure you take advantage by, again, liking and following our fan page, and look out for this post every morning by 9 a.m. A couple other things too. If you have not been over to our website yet, make sure you head over there, subscribe to our daily watch list right over here. We send out the watch list that I'm sending making right now by email every night, as well as Trade Ideas options one as well. So again, we're sending even more Trade Ideas options plays on watch list to take a look at. So it's just again, so much content that we're sending and posting for everyone. So definitely make sure that you take advantage of it. A couple other things too. Make sure you join our trade room if you haven't already. We have over 500 members in there, and it's a free trade room, which is kind of crazy. We're giving up a lot of money to offer this trade room to the community. Just to give you some figures, most trade rooms, if you've looked into them, are at least $100 per month, and ours is free. We have over 500 members in there, so if you do the math, $100 a month times 500 members is $50,000 per month in potential revenue that we're giving up. As I say that, makes me kind of sick to my stomach, because that's a lot of money. But we're doing this because ideally Tim, Dan, and myself, we have a vision of doing something completely different. We are not a membership-based company right now. We ideally would like to keep it that way. The only way that we'll be able to do that and stay that route without charging membership fees down the road is we are a contribution-based community. So basically, you can decide whether you would like to contribute to us, how much you'd like to contribute to us, but we're looking for all of our members to basically just give a little bit of money. Donate a little bit every month. If everybody gives at least a little bit, then it prevents us from having to charge $150, $200 a month membership fees down the road to cover all this. So ideally, we'd like to keep everything free, because we just have a mission of really wanting to give back to our community and grow a really huge community. So again, we have the trade room. Just alone, we're sacrificing almost $50,000 per month, as well as trading courses. We have a couple $1,000s worth of trading courses over here, as well as a ton of videos on our YouTube. So again, all we're looking for is everybody just to give a little bit, contribute a little bit. And if you're on a budget, you can't afford, paying much for anything, but you'd like to give back to us, again, we have donation options for as low as $10 a month, $25 a month, to make it affordable for everybody. So again, if everybody just donates $10, $25 a month, it'll enable us to hopefully grow, sustain things long enough in our community, and then the more that we receive, the more Tim, Dan, and myself can continuously give back to our community. So again, no promises that we won't do any membership fees down the road, but ideally we don't want to do that route. So if you'd like to donate, you can click right here to the monthly option right here, or you can click single donation over here. And last but not least, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is absolutely exploding by well over 50 new subscribers per day as we speak, and growing. We have tons of content, so make sure you subscribe right here, then click the notification bell when it pops up, and take advantage of all the videos that we have to offer. We have lots of content, so hopefully it all helps you guys. Hopefully this watch list video helps you, and feel free to take advantage of everything that we have to offer. We greatly appreciate it. We greatly appreciate your generosity, and happy trading tomorrow. Enjoy.